What if reconstructing broken fragments could be faster, cleaner, more accurate, and fully documented from the start? This is the purpose of Assembly2D. Assembly2D provides a focused digital workspace for preparing, arranging, aligning, documenting, and exporting two-dimensional fragment reconstructions. It allows you to clean fragment images, remove backgrounds, calibrate scale, arrange pieces with precision, and attach the required data to each imported fragment. From scattered pieces to a structured, publication-ready reconstruction, Assembly2D brings clarity, control, and documentation into one integrated workflow. Why Assembly2D? Reconstructing fragmented objects from photographs is often slow, imprecise, and difficult to manage. Specialists usually have to move between several tools to clean images, remove backgrounds, align fragments, calibrate scale, record fragment information, and prepare final outputs for publication. In many cases, the documentation itself becomes fragmented. The visual reconstruction may be stored in one place, while fragment data, measurements, and object information are stored somewhere else. This makes the workflow inefficient, reduces accuracy, and makes it harder to track, compare, and study individual pieces. Assembly2D solves this problem by bringing image preparation, two-dimensional reconstruction, scale calibration, fragment documentation, and database-linked information into one focused environment. The workflow begins by creating a new project. A project serves as the main workspace for organizing fragments, storing reconstruction progress, and managing all associated object data. To create a project, click New Project or Create Project. Then enter the essential information, including the project name, a short description, and the surface type. Not all fields are required at the beginning. You can create both the project and the fragments by entering only the essential information, then adding more details later. Once the required information is ready, click Create Project. After creating the project, return to the main page. In the toolbar, you can import an Excel sheet containing complete object data, including file paths for related photos stored on your computer. You can also download an empty Excel template that follows the correct format required by the application. This Excel sheet can include both project-level information and fragment-related data. The toolbar also allows you to add new database fields for fragments and control their properties. In addition, you can access the general project settings from the same area. Each project can contain multiple imported fragments, together with their linked database information, measurements, scale data, and export settings. This makes Assembly2D more than a simple viewer or reconstruction tool. It becomes a structured environment for reconstruction and documentation. After creating a project, you can import one or more fragments into the workspace. Click the Fragments button, then choose Add Fragment. You can upload fragment images or complete objects in supported two-dimensional image formats, depending on the enabled import pipeline. Each imported image is treated as an individual fragment and added to the system as a separate object. During this step, you can also attach the required database and object information. This may include the selected project name, object information, measurements, and scale information. To ensure that all imported fragments are displayed at the same scale, click Calibrate Scale. If a scale bar is visible in the source image, you can calibrate the fragment by selecting two reference points and entering the real distance between them. The software then converts pixel values into real-world measurements. For greater accuracy, you can zoom in and out using the mouse scroll wheel and move across the image by holding the left mouse button. Choose the start point and end point of the scale bar. The measured pixel distance will appear automatically. Then enter the real distance, for example 10, and make sure the correct unit is selected, such as centimeters. You may choose any 2 points on the scale bar, but you must know the real distance between them. Then click Apply Calibration. The calibrated data will then be displayed. After entering the required information, click Create Fragment. Once the images are loaded, Assembly2D can automatically prepare them for reconstruction. Click Remove Background. This stage may include background removal, scale removal, cleaning of visible fragment edges, and trimming the image tightly to the actual object boundaries. The goal is to remove unnecessary empty space and prepare a clean fragment image for accurate placement. This process may take approximately 30 seconds to 1 minute, depending on the image. The result is a cleaner fragment that can be positioned with greater precision, without interference from rectangular image borders. In some cases, background removal, scale removal, or trimming may not produce the desired result on the first attempt. If this happens, you can repeat one or more of these steps until the output is satisfactory. Repeat the process until all required fragments have been added. At first, a new fragment may appear under the unassigned section. After clicking Refresh, the fragment should move into the selected project. You can edit the information related to any fragment at any point in the workflow. Select the required fragment from the fragment registry. Then open its information panel by double-clicking the fragment. From there, you can change or add the necessary data, save your changes, and close the panel. This allows you to refine the fragment record whenever new information becomes available. To begin working on your reconstruction, click Projects and select the project you want to open. After preparation, all imported fragments appear on the working canvas. Each fragment can be viewed individually and manipulated freely. The workspace is designed to provide a clear overview of all pieces, while still giving precise control over their position and relationship to one another. You can zoom in and out using the mouse scroll wheel. You can also resize the canvas from the right side, the bottom edge, or the lower corner. After the fragments are placed, you may notice that they are displayed at slightly different scales. To correct this, click Rescale All. All fragments will then be resized automatically according to their calibration data. You can open the fragment properties by double-clicking on a fragment. A right side panel will appear, showing the fragment details and additional control options. From this panel, you can fine-tune the position more accurately and control the fragment's opacity. By right-clicking on a fragment, you can also control opacity and adjust the layer order. You may also highlight a fragment directly from the fragment library. This makes it easier to identify, compare, and manage individual pieces within the workspace. Assembly2D allows you to drag, rotate, and reposition each fragment interactively within the workspace. This makes it possible to test pieces against each other visually and identify possible joins, continuities, or matching contours. To rotate a fragment, select the rotation tool, then select the fragment and rotate it. Once you are satisfied with the position, click outside the fragment border to confirm the action. To avoid accidental movement, lock the position of fragments that you are not currently editing. You can also activate or deactivate the snap option, depending on how precisely you want to move the fragments. To support accurate reconstruction, the application allows you to zoom in and out of the workspace at any time. This makes it easier to inspect fine edges, breaks, painted details, decorative lines, and other surface continuities that may indicate a correct match between fragments. You can also track fragments across the canvas using the navigator window. This allows you to move smoothly between detailed inspection and the overall composition whenever needed. Add scale bars and documentation elements. After calibration, a scale bar can be inserted into the workspace. Click Add Scale Bar. You can then adjust its size, position, and style according to your documentation or publication requirements. This ensures that the final output is not only visually clear, but also scientifically useful and suitable for professional use. Before export, you can refine the overall arrangement by adjusting fragment spacing, orientation, alignment, and presentation. This stage is particularly important when preparing outputs for research publications, reports, catalogs, teaching materials, or museum documentation. Assembly2D is not limited to reconstruction alone. It also supports the preparation of professional outputs. The final composition can be cleaned, tightly cropped, and formatted into a neat, publication-ready plate. This reduces the need for additional editing in external software and keeps the entire process within one integrated environment. In addition, you can export the database linked to the imported fragments as an Excel sheet. This allows you to preserve, share, and reuse the documentation data outside the application.